Manga-Waido.
I'm Akine Moriyama. I'm 23. I started working at my dad's company a few months ago. Work was pretty hard. I was still learning the ropes. Akine, I think you got the numbers wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll do them again. I was messing up all the time. But since I was the daughter of the company president, nobody really yelled at me. It was kind of awkward. I never thought I'd be working at my dad's company, though. I was planning to work at a different company out of college, but I didn't get a single offer, so I had no choice. It was kind of pathetic. I hated myself for it. I hated it here. And that's not the only reason why I didn't enjoy working here. Akine, you messed up again? You gotta get it together. You're embarrassing me. Sorry. That's my older sister, Aoi. She was in the sales department. I hated working with her. She was the complete opposite of me. She was good-looking, smart, and really good with people. She had everything I didn't. And ever since we were kids, she's always looked down on me.
Shut up, ugly. You don't get to talk back to me. Do as I say.
Cute earrings. They're mine now. It'll look better on me anyways. Hey, you're not allowed to like the same singer as me. Stop reading that. I told you to finish my paper by tonight. Ugh, you're so useless. She was always like this to me. At the office, everyone liked her. She was always at the center of attention. I'm embarrassed to have a sister like you. She hated me, but she always brought me with her every time she went out. Why? Because when I stood next to her, it made her stand out even more. And my parents, I think they liked her more. She always got more attention than me. I hated it, but there was nothing I could do about it. And when I was in high school, she stole my boyfriend from me. I was devastated. It was the first boyfriend I ever had. We ate lunch together, did our homework together, and on the weekends we went out on dates. It was the best times of my life. But then my sister came in and ruined everything. You got a boyfriend? No way. Then a few weeks later, my boyfriend dumped me. She stole him away from me. I later found out that she told him all kinds of rumors about me. None of them were true, but that didn't matter. Then she gave him a choice. Keep dating me or switch over to the hotter sister who had everything I didn't. But then, they didn't even last a month. My sister got bored of him. I don't think she was interested in him to begin with. She just couldn't stand the fact that I had a boyfriend. The only time I felt safe was when I was with my grandfather.
So what if you made a mistake? Don't let it get to you. When I was your age, I made plenty of mistakes. Just learn from them and move on.
Grandma passed away a few years ago. He lived in this big house all by himself. Every time I went to visit him, he always told me stories about when he was young. I enjoyed listening to his stories. I had a lot in common with my grandpa. I loved spending time with him. His father started the company I worked at many years ago. He was the second-generation CEO.
When I was young, my parents always compared me to my older brother and, well, he was much better than me in everything, so I hated that.
What? You? Really? I had no idea. Turns out, he went through the same thing when he was young. I was really surprised to hear that.
But you know what I did? I just kept at it, and my hard work paid off. So you do the same, okay? I know you can do it.
Yeah, thank you, Grandpa. His words really got to me. It was time for me to stop feeling sorry for myself. He completely changed the way I thought about my job. I was highly motivated now. I was like a completely different person now. I stopped making careless mistakes. I worked hard round the clock and I enjoyed it. Then I asked to be transferred to the sales department. I've always wanted to work in sales and my grandpa encouraged me to give it a try. Being treated like crap as a child was hard, but it made me pretty tough mentally and I think I was ready for this. I worked even harder after being transferred to the sales department. I was working non-stop. Then they put me in charge of a few projects and things were finally starting to look up for me. This experience totally changed me. I was a completely different person now. The old me was gone, and there was so much work to do. Many of our workers were getting old, and the price of our product was going down fast. There was so much work to be done and so little time. And many companies in the industry were being bought or going out of business. And just a few months ago, we got a proposal from this company that made designer bags and clothes. They wanted to buy our company. We said no many times, but they kept coming back. The economy was rough. If we wanted any chance to survive, we had to change something. And then one day, Dad decided to make a move. He said it was time for us to launch our own brand.
We have everything we need. The equipment, the workers. We can do this, guys!
He put my sister in charge of the big project. She hired this young designer she found on social media. He was a famous influencer. But then,
I don't like this.
Grandpa, he wasn't on board. He thought launching our own brand of products was a terrible idea. He was retired now, but he still had a say in the company. And all the skilled workers who'd been working here for years, they all trusted him very much. Without his approval, this project was going nowhere. Ugh, stupid old man. What's his problem? My sister wasn't happy about this. Then, something strange happened. The company that was trying to buy us out, they started launching new products and they looked really similar to our design. And they were always 2 steps ahead of us. It was like we had a spy in our company. And they kept trying to buy our company. And Grandpa, he wasn't doing so well. He said he wasn't getting a lot of sleep these days. Then he caught a cold and a few weeks later he passed away. Just like that. Hundreds of people showed up at his funeral. Old clients, business partners, his former workers. I was still sad that he was gone, but I was also proud of him. He was loved and respected by many. But then, after the funeral was over, my sister said something unbelievable. Ugh, thank goodness he's gone. Now I can move on with my project. I couldn't believe it. I wanted to slap her across the face. But with Grandpa out of the picture, she was now free to do whatever she wants. And with Grandpa's inheritance money coming in, she was unstoppable. Or so I thought. A few days later, Grandpa's lawyer called a meeting to talk about the inheritance money.
I got his will right here. He wishes to leave everything to Akane.
What? What the hell? That makes no sense. Explain yourself. Then the guy handed me an envelope.
This is for you. Please open it. The rest is up to you.
The envelope contained a few pictures and a letter. What the? They were pictures of Aoi and the guy next to her. It's that guy from the company, the one that was trying to buy us out. So that means she was the one spying on us?
Explain yourself, Aoi!
I grabbed the letter and started reading. Grandpa knew something was up, so he looked into her and it basically said that Aoi was the traitor. He also suggested that we kick her out of the family for good. Hold on, wait, I was only trying to help.
Help with what? You leaked confidential information to our rival!
I know, I'm sorry about that, but
Shut up, you traitor! Shame on you!
I've never seen Dad yell at her like that.
Get out! I want you gone! I never want to see you again!
And just like that, she was out of the family. So turns out, she was on their side all along. And leaking confidential information wasn't the only thing she did. She was preparing to hand the company over to them. In return, they promised to make her the new CEO. After that, I took charge of the project. I worked hard day and night for the company. A few months later, the project was a big success. My sister still called me from time to time. I heard she was living by herself now. Every time she called, she asked me for money. Come on, we're sisters! Seriously? Oh, I had no intention to help her. Stop calling me. Bye! I always just hung up on her. Looking down on me and treating me like crap is one thing, but she betrayed our family. She came this close to putting our company out of business, so she deserves whatever she gets. Hopefully, she learned her lesson. If not, oh well, not my problem.